Good morning, everybody. How are you? The devilishly handsome Ian Dixon. Good morning, sir.
Shut up, for f***'s sake. Jesus.
Good morning. Just in case you thought I couldn't get any more Christmassy, I'm just like turning it up a few notches. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Friday, Shake Your Bums. It is Friday, the 17th of December, which means it is just 1 week away from Christmas Eve. For anybody who doesn't know me, I get a little bit excited about Christmas, and it isn't necessarily about Christmas Day that I get excited. I get excited about Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is probably, I say probably, it's actually one of my favorite days of the year. And the reason why it's one of my favorite days of the year is because of pending magic. All right. And that's what I want to talk to you about this morning. I want to talk to you about pending magic that you know is on its way, but it's just about to happen. Magic that you know is kind of cooking. You're like writing the checks for it, and you're going to be cashing them in the not too distant future, but you don't quite know how or when. I'm going to take these off while I talk to you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, Rise Up Show, with me, your host, Danny Wallace, being a veritable gift to you today. I hope you are all well. I am. As I reflect this morning, today, which is my last official, in inverted commas, working day of 2022. I know you know me, it's not going to be my last working day. It's going to be my last day of client delivery of this year. I think that's the important thing, that that me and the clients that I'm working with right in this moment, right now, what's happening with my hair, or hang on a minute, let me sort everything out. Look at the state of her. Look at the state of her. I'm not bothered. I'm in like relaxation mode. I'm going to put my face on whilst I talk to you this morning. Which way are we going with this? You do know I don't actually need my cans on while I speak to you on the show without a guest. Because I'm not listening to anybody, but I've become that attached to them that I don't feel like me when I don't wear them. So I just wear them anyway. Merry Bomas to you too, Charlotte Clark. Welcome to the show, Rise Up Show. It is Friday, where we rise up together, celebrate our weeks, celebrate what we've achieved. If you can hear a little zipping noise happening in the background, for those listening on Spotify or any of your other favorite listening platforms, it's because I am putting my makeup on. I am currently sans makeup, which is okay, but I have some things to do today that I need my makeup on for, so I'm going to put my makeup on and talk to you at the same time. So pending magic is the theme of today. It is about sowing the seeds that you know you are going to reap a harvest from in either the not too distant future or later on down the line. So it's kind of within grasping distance, but sowing the seeds for everything that you do happens today, right? It happens right now. And taking time off for me is always really scary. So I've got 2 weeks off from client delivery. But not 2 weeks off from you guys. So we'll still be having the show. I'll be with you for a Christmas Eve special. I'll also be with you for a Christmas morning special, because I'm quite aware that some of us feel a little bit lonely at Christmas. So I will be going live about 10 o'clock in the morning, just as the kids are kind of getting their showered and ready to get the Christmas clothes on. I'll come in with a little non-alcoholic mulled wine and come and have a little chat to you guys about Christmas morning. Well, not about Christmas morning, just to keep some of you company. I know some of you might be having Christmas on your own this year. So I know that Christmas is sometimes difficult, so I still like to go live. on Christmas Day, even if it's just for sort of 10, 15 minutes whilst we all catch up and kind of get ready for Christmas Day together. And so you're all invited to that, of course, if you want to. But for the most part, go and enjoy your families. But for anybody that is feeling a little bit lonesome on Christmas Day, I will be here with you, having a little chat and bringing some festive cheer, hopefully, to you all. So yeah, I will be doing a show on Monday next week. I will be doing a show on Wednesday next week. And on Thursday, I'm going to be letting you guys peep behind the scenes for some of the things that I'm doing in a preparation for the surgery that I'm having, but also in preparation for the show that I'm creating, the theatre show that I'm creating that I told you guys about. So they're not the Fat Funny one, the show. I want everything that I'm doing to be a celebration of my journey and all of that sort of thing. Oh, Ginny's popping in. I've got a shoot, a photo shoot, where I will be embracing the sexiness of who I am right now, because what I'm about to do with the whole surgery thing is not about me not feeling sexy. It's not about the size of me. It's not about any shame that I carry around my body. And it's everything to do with health and everything to do with me trying to take back control. Right, whatever you guys feel about this, lots of you have been super, super supportive one way or another, and it's totally fine. Please know, for anybody that's been sort of actively trying to change my mind about the situation, stop trying. It's okay. I've made my mind up. Like, for anybody that tries to get in the way of an oncoming train, knows you aren't going to stop it. Your girl's an oncoming train. So yeah, I am. I've got things that are booked in over the next couple of weeks that are gonna that I'm gonna be sharing with you, like behind the scenes. So particularly, I'm having a body cast done, so a full torso nude body cast done. Don't worry, I'm not going to be getting my boobs out live. Over over in Slough, I'm going to see the Life Body Casting Squad down there. And then directly after that, I'm going to go and see the glorious Ginny Marsh. We are booked in for a boudoir shoot. Thank you to everybody in the Hive for recommending so many phenomenal, empowering, wonderful photographers who do this work that's really so important to, you know, like people think, oh, boudoir photography, that's not very important. Actually, it is, because it's boudoir photography particularly is often the first way that many people, not the first way, but a really important way that many people can connect with themselves and connect with their bodies and connect with their power. And that's really what that is about, that I want to experience all of that. I want to experience all of that prior. You know, I've never had a boudoir shoot in the size that I'm at. I've never had a boudoir shoot, full stop. So why not experience that and feel sexy like now? It's not about, you know, the surgery that I'm having is not about losing weight in order to feel sexy. I'm going to feel sexy the whole way through. I'm going to connect with that bit of me. My identity is not wrapped up in being the fat funny one, or I'm trying to relinquish it being wrapped up in being the fat funny one. Who's going to come and see me Christmas Day? I love that. I was alone last year. It was horrible. Yeah, this is precisely why I go live on Christmas Day, even if it's just for half an hour, for a little bit of, oh, hang on a minute, I've gone blurry. I can't see my makeup. Even if it's just for a little bit of Christmas cheer, a little bit of kazuoki, maybe I'll bring me kazuoki and we'll have a little get together and a little raise a glass or a mug or a cup or a whatever to each other on Christmas morning. But yeah, so there'll be a show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but also keep your eyes peeled on Instagram, on my stories on Wednesday, for some of the behind the scenes stuff from the body casting and the boudoir shoot. I am excited. On Sunday, we've booked in, me and the girls, we've got some lovely family stuff booked in. So we're booked in to go to Lightopia. Has anyone been to a Lightopia? We're going to the Manchester one on Sunday evening. So we're going to take the girls for dinner, and then we're going to go and go to the sort of the Festival of Lights at Lightopia at Heaton Park in Manchester. Has anyone been to one of those? Who else is here this morning? Say good morning if you're watching. Love watching you put your makeup on. I know it's not really why we're here, but if anyone has recommendations for good foundations base for porous skin, that would be awesome. I can highly recommend what have I just been using there. Protect Perfect Intense Advance all-in-one foundation. This is a number 7 one. It's got an SPF of 50 plus, which is brilliant. Not great if you're having your photographs taken, PS, because it can there's reflective stuff in there. But it has some of the, like the Protect and Perfect Advanced Serum in as well. But another one, Estee Lauder Double Wear, if you've got quite big pores. Having a good primer makes a massive difference. Where's my primer that I love that I want to show everybody? Where is it? It's called Marshmallow. And I love it. It feels amazing. Here it is. By Nyx Marshmallow Primer. And what that does, it says it does 10 things. Essentially, if you've got very porous skin, it sort of fills in those pores. Pore Professional by, who does Pore Professional, you lot? Benefit. Is it Benefit? Yeah, Pore Professional is really good. I'm excited for you. I'm only going to the Asda. I'll be trussed up like an American football player. morning, Jojo. How's your sassy stockings? How's yours? Why is your name not showing up, Jojo? That's really weird. Katie Page, good morning. Good morning, everybody. You need this bow in pink. You do. I don't know where you get it in pink. This is from the range. I cleared the range out. That's why I do pageants, as it helps my confidence. Yeah, why not? Why not? Like the things that I do are never for the male gaze, but what about finding myself sexy? What about digging on myself? And again, it's something that I've been quite separate from. It's just not been something I've really focused on or explored at all. Anyway, I'm going to. So I'm jumping all over the place this morning, but the one thing that I wanted to talk to you about was pending magic. Christmas Eve is my favourite day. So I will be doing a show Christmas Eve. We also go to the Christingle service every year. If anybody doesn't know what a Christingle service is, it's a really cute service at the church. And we've took the children every year. So we've been every year for 15 years now, where like for the children, they have like a representative of Christmas. So they have like an orange with a red ribbon around it and a candle in it, and they have like little sweets and raisins. And when everybody has their Christingles lit, it is literally the most magic moment of the whole of Christmas. And it's just, for me, Christmas has always been a very frenetic, very busy time. And that moment during the Christingle service, not that I don't particularly practice structured religion, but I am spiritual, and it's the only place that I can find that I really connect at Christmas time and pause just for a second, pause and look at everything around me and be really grateful. I'll get emotional talking about it. Be really grateful for everything around me and the pending magic. So for somebody whose parents, I've told you about, things were difficult for us growing up, but actually my parents were great purveyors of magic. And what do I mean by great purveyors of magic? So they would do things that to this day, I can still never explain. I can't explain away how when I went asleep, me and my sister went asleep on Christmas Eve and then woke up, both of our rooms were redecorated. We don't know how that happened. We do know how it happened now. We're grown-ups, but that sense of awe and amazement, or waking up in the morning with like earmuffs on and a stocking at the bottom of our bed that was full, it just wasn't there before, or opening all of our presents and then there being a knock at the door, and that knock at the door being a teddy bear that I really, 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 really wanted. Just these little magical things that happened over the Christmas period that as I got older, I became a purveyor of. My mum and my dad were very much like, I don't know, magic oriented. And dad, particularly when dad was sober. But Christmas was always really magical. The house was always full with all of my sort of pseudo brothers and sisters, with all of my cousins and my aunties, my uncles. It was a very busy time. And don't get me wrong, the night times were a little bit relentless. There was a lot of alcohol imbibed, but actually the mornings and into the daytimes were really beautiful. A little bit of a dichotomy of a situation, really, surrounded by lots and lots of drinkers. who maybe lost themselves a little bit as the night went on. But early doors, there was a lot of magic. And Christmas was always a really magical time when magic happened. So when I became a parent, I mean, even before I became a parent, this is she who, when I was abroad and realised that there was an opportunity to go and work over in Lapland with actual Father Christmas himself, guess who went and applied and got a job over there, right? So I have been a part of Christmas, like a really hefty part of Christmas. My kids were like, I still to this day used to work with the actual Father Christmas. Yeah, I was like, yeah. And I when Cosmos holidays were a thing, I did 6 weeks over in Finland in Levi, a little village 2 hours on the inside of the Arctic Circle. This beautiful little village. And we gave people great experiences. I was like an entertainer over there. I was a tour guide over there. My job was to help people feel magic, and that's, I was into it. I was like all the way in the part of the airport transfer where we'd have Father Christmas at the side of the road, have to wait, and the coach would slow down, and Father Christmas would be at the side of the road and be snowing, and the snow catching in the headlights actually sparkled. It looked like it was snowing glitter, and we're slowing down, and Father Christmas at the side of the road, and all these trees waving like this, welcoming everyone in, like actual proper magic. So when I became a parent, I was like, I cannot wait to become a purveyor of magic, not just somebody who, oh, it's Christmas and we'll have the kids, like, we'll get the kids the presents and we'll shove it up in the attic out of that. Like, really create magic. So when Poppy was tiny, I mean, I'm kicking myself for it now. We had elves come to live with us. She don't even remember when the elves were with us when she was little tiny. I'm just looking for my eyebrow brush if anyone can hear me clattering around here. Found it, panic over. Even before Poppy was really able to comprehend the fact that we had elves, we had Gabby Jollybells come to live with us. And then one year, Gabby Jollybells was mauled by the dogs. And my audience on Facebook sent loads of elves to come and live with us. So we have like a football squad of elves. And the power of sort of the community and magic. I just always find magic stuff happens around Christmas, and it makes me really excited. And I know some people find Christmas difficult, and I really hope that hanging out in my space helps you feel that little bit of magic again. But when it comes to magic, one of the things that I try to create within IATQB is that kind of magic for myself every day. I've told you about my little joy Buddha. Where is he? Is he? Look at him. My little joy Buddha, into happy. Look, give his little belly a rub, he makes you happy. Little visual reminders every day to bring joy. And for me, joy is magical. To really get excited about what it is that you do is magical. To sow the seeds for the dreams that you've got is magical. It is magical. And whether we believe in the hocus pocus of it all, or the manifestation of it all, or whatever you want to believe, I tell you something that's really magical, that when you sow those seeds and you really allow yourself to feel that sense of pending magic, the power of that, and actually what you create within the power of that. So as I enter into what's going to be a real change, like a life-changing month, I think. There's obviously there's a surgery that's happening. There's going to be there's some TV stuff that I'm doing, really big TV stuff that I'm doing. It feels like there's a lot of magic pending, and I'm trying to sow as many seeds with that magic as possible, so that it starts to bear incredible fruit later on. And that's what I challenge you to this morning. I challenge you to think about what magic can you create, even if it's not overnight, because let's be honest, when we're building businesses, a lot of us are entrepreneurs that listen to this and watch this show. A lot of us are entrepreneurs that are in this space, and magic is very difficult to sort of conjure up. People, hang on, I'm going for a red lip. Hang on. People say to me, hang on a minute, I'm gonna Move that down there so I can carry on talking to you. You know, people say to me, like, how can I create magic in my business? Because it all takes hard work. It's finding little wins amongst the big wins. It's finding the little bits of magic and joy amongst the big bits. It's hard when you're stood at the bottom of a massive mountain and your goals are big. My goals are huge. I don't have small goals. I'd love to have some small goals. My goals are massive. So I've really got to enjoy the journey. I really have to be conscious of thinking about how can I enjoy this piece of work that I do? How can I celebrate a little win? I had to actually sit down with Danielle, who's my ops manager from Pretty Practical, the other day and say, what have we achieved this year? What have we actually done? Because I've just had an absolute ball all year long. Sorry, all year long. And I've not stopped to stop and breathe and celebrate, other than moving into the house. And even then I shit myself. So I am welcoming in not just the Christmas Eve sense of pending magic, I am welcoming in the whole sense of pending magic for everything that's about to happen with IATQB, for everything that's about to happen for me and my family, for everything that's about to happen for the people that I'm working with. You know, we've got Be Inspired coming up. We're just moving out from Be Heard into Be Inspired in January. And for those people that are going to be going through that journey, I have a sense of pending magic for them. Like the magic's starting, I can feel it. I know it's there. It's just not yet. But actually, the feeling of it brewing, of it crackling, of it feeling electrical underneath for me is much more exciting than it is actually doing the thing. Can you, like, does anyone else get that? My magic is I'm going from a part-time to full-time this year. Congratulations. Who is that's going full-time this year? Sarah Park is going to have a magical year. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Absolutely. I've got no doubt about it. So yeah, pending magic. What for you are you taking stock of? Not just what have I achieved this year, but what am I about to achieve? What am I on the precipice of that is going to start to grow and bear fruit over the weeks and the months to come? And it's not just about it being new year, new me. It's how do we cultivate that all the way through the year? So I would love to know from you, what is your pending magic this year? My pending magic is about me allowing myself to step into a more theatrical comedic role. My pending magic is about some TV work that may or may not involve singing. My pending magic is about having even more experiences with all of you guys through the year. My pending magic is about creating a presence over in the USA, which is happening right now. It's very exciting. My pending magic is about my body becoming healthy and strong so that I can keep delivering at such a high level, so I can keep delivering at such a high sort of octane, and not get burnt out and tired. My pending magic is about loving myself that little bit more, about putting the gas mask on first for a change. My pending magic is about growing my team. My pending magic is about growing this community. Pending magic, the release of the audiobook, which I feel like in some way, shape, or form is going to be like another sort of rocket going off for IATQB, because I think that it's all well and good having a book. P.S. If you didn't know already, please, 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 I will remind you and send you the emails and stuff. The I Am the Queen Bee book, the one that lots and lots of you love, is actually coming out in audio format on the 29th of December. Just, excuse me, just shy of in a couple of weeks' time. Very, very, very exciting. But also, I think that's going to give us a lot more access to more people. And I really hope that you support that when it comes out, and grab yourself a copy. If you've got the book already because you were supporting me in the first place, but actually want to listen to the book, I've really done my very best to perform the book for you so that you can really feel it. Joe Gilbert, who's arranging it all, she owns Audio & Co. actually messaged me last night to say that she was listening to one of the particular chapters. I think it was chapter 6, and she was sat there sort of in tears because A, she was so proud of everything that I've created, but B, it really made her realize like the journey that I've been on. And even though she'd read it, I mean, she's formatted my book, she's read the book before, to hear it from my mouth, to hear it from me, for her was a really profound experience, and has, made her think about things. So yeah, please tell me you did the audio for the book. Can't wait to get it on Audible. Yes, I did. And it comes out on the 29th of December, in just a couple of weeks' time. So it will be available on Audible in a couple of weeks' time. I will let you know. But if we can all get behind it, I would bloody love it. I have the book, but absolutely need to hear it in your voice. Yeah, really, really excited for that. And it's a great thing to listen to in between Christmas and New Year as well, as you sort of think about this pending magic for yourself, these seeds that you're sowing that you're going to reap into 2022. And that might be you coming out of employment and into entrepreneurialism. It might be the switch back for you. You might be thinking, oh, do you know what? I've had enough of being an entrepreneur. I just want to go and get paid. It's all good. Like whatever it is that you decided to do, whether you decided to make a health decision or a family decision, or you might decide to write a book, or you might decide to come and work with me, or you might jump onto the Amplify Mastermind or something like that. I want you to think about what the pending magic is for you, and I can't wait to celebrate it with you all. Bringing the magic is super special. Start with little steps, do joyous things. I'm celebrating my year on Monday with a sassy cold water dip, Wim Hof style. It's a gift to myself, a challenge for myself, and a reminder of the magic I've created and can keep creating. If anybody, this is Jojo Smith from Creative Sass, who's our creative director, PS, for all of the things that you see. She helps us create these incredible in real life visuals and point of sale stuff for IATQB. She does loads of other things as well. But what an incredible way to celebrate yourself, by doing something really challenging to prove that you can do hard stuff. Only buying one copy of the Audible, got 534 copies of the physical book. I have the book, but need to hear it in your voice. Yeah, I think it really makes a difference. I think it really makes a difference. To read it was powerful. To hear it from you will be, holy footballs, Batman, it's going to be insane. So the whole Wim Hof thing is an exploration into doing difficult things. So the idea is, and please do go and check out the Wim Hof method. You can check it out on YouTube or elsewhere. But the concept is that you utilize contact with really freezing cold water as a psychological tool, but also it reaps all kinds of health benefits and all of that sort of stuff. So please do go and check that out. Our very own Jojo is going to have a cold water dip as a celebration. I kind of want to do that with you. That'd be amazing. But yeah, lots of pushing my comfort zone in the next week. Still working away in the background, not even in the background, just working on things, but just not in a client delivery capacity. Who's winding down today? Who's finishing for Christmas today? Who's working on into next week? Who's not taking any time off? Let me know in the comments. You are all to be celebrated. You do you for Christmas. And please don't look at other people who are finishing today and think, oh, I need to be finishing today. That's you comparing yourself to other people. If you know that you've got to really keep driving on, keep driving on. If you feel like you're at capacity now and maybe you should work through, really start to listen to yourself and consider just stopping, pressing pause. The world will not die if you take some time off, just a little bit of time, as long as you're safe and secure in doing so. I'm going to be holding, I hope to be holding, a little goal setting workshop the day before Christmas, New Year's Eve. So on the 30th, live from Turkey. I'm hoping to just be doing a little hour and a half Zoom, a little workshop for goal setting. If anybody wants to join me, I'll send details of that in the Hive. It's just for Hive members. So if you're not a member of the IATQB Hive, head on over to Facebook and put in the search IATQB Hive. It stands for I Am the Queen Bee, and is my amazing community where people go in there and share their successes and share their challenges. But I'll put details of the Zoom in there. You're all more than welcome. Not selling anything at all in there, just a little bit of goal setting, wrapping out the year together, and really getting ready to see in the new year, see in 2022 in style with a whole bunch of pending magic. I hope you've enjoyed the show today. I hope that I've made you think a little bit about your pending magic, the crackle, the electricity that happens just before something amazing starts to bear fruit. That's the whole feeling of the next week for me, and I hope to share a little bit of that with you as well. Sending you all of the love. Please do make sure you follow me on Instagram at the Queen Bee Danny. If you don't already, I'd love to get those numbers up. It would be great to be celebrating 5,000 in the not too distant future. So if anybody is on Instagram, please will you do us a favor? Will you shout out to your communities and tell them to give us a little follow? That'd be dead amazing. That'd be a really wicked end of the year gift if I can hit that 5,000. I wonder how we'd do it, but there's only, I think there's what, 440 to go. I'm sure that we can find 440 people between us to hit 5,000. That'd be amazing. Anyway, all the love. Enjoy your weekend. If anybody wants to talk to me specifically about the Amplify Mastermind that I'm running with the incredible Deep Badgeois, where we're going to be focusing on really getting results for you and your business in 2022, please do drop me a DM. My DMs are open all the way over Christmas. I can't promise that I'll answer in between Christmas and New Year, only because I'm going to be in Turkey. I'm going to be having surgery. But certainly for the next week, if you are about and you want to drop me a DM and ask me about the Amplify Mastermind, or indeed working with me in any capacity, you are most welcome. All right, my loves, have an incredible day. Slide into the DMs of the weekend. Tell it looks sexy, as do you. I am Danny Wallace, and I'm the Queen Bee. As are you, or the Royal Bee, or the King Bee, or the Sovereign Bee, whatever the kind of bee you are. You're amazing, and I love you, and I'm grateful for you. I'll see you later. Tra.